Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to all of our EMC life warriors. Good morning to you, and good early morning, I should say. We started a little bit earlier, but as you all can see why we did that. It is a stunning morning. I do not think you get a resolution of it, but I know for sure Jeanette's taking a picture of the sun actually rising off the horizon right now. Below that lower cloud, you're seeing the reds and the oranges above, but directly below it's like a ball of fire beginning to come up. Hopefully you're enjoying this. We'd like to take this opportunity to say our Serenity prayer. It's a prayer for calmness, peace, direction, understanding of what we're responsible for and what we're not responsible for. This is a glorious sunrise. So happy to be able to share this with you this morning, especially at this low tide where we can go right out, way out where we cannot normally go when we're down here on the East Coast. But we do know there's a blue moon coming up very soon. That is in a few days time, so the tide's going to get lower and lower by tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Exceptionally low tide, so hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of them and show you some areas that we cannot normally see when the tides are higher. Please join us now in the Serenity prayer. This is absolutely an amazing and perfect view for us to say this together. God grant us the opportunity, God grants us serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to understand the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. A little bit off track on the Serenity prayer this morning. You have to forgive me because the opportunity to come here and see this, the opportunity to be with you all, that word just jumped straight in. So any of you that heard the Serenity prayer understood this a little bit different. It's how I felt it this morning. I try to say it all the time the same way, but this morning the opportunity to come here is just blowing my mind. Being here with you and being able to share this morning's daybreak with you is a true blessing, a blessing beyond words. Have a look at what we are experiencing this morning, where we are right now. Just stunning. And yes, thank you. There really was no mistake. I didn't do it intentionally, but it came from my heart. So the words that I'm reflecting are what are within me and what I'm feeling. It is a stunning morning over here on the East Coast of the island. I know many of you that have been over here in the past years would have said, "Wait, how come you're able to walk across our reef the way you are without the sea urchins and stuff?" There are a couple out here, but very, very few in comparison to what there used to be. Actually, Jeanette just probably found the lone one that's sticking up by itself. Taking some photos of it. Years gone by, you would not have been able to really walk over here very comfortably. Sea urchins have been all in these areas. You can see a lot of sand in the holes and stuff. Absolutely stunning reef. All this beautiful scenery we're enjoying because of the low tide today. Just absolutely spectacular. Look at how gorgeous this is. All of the pools are here in effect right now. Remember, if you're coming over the East Coast and you see pools like this here and you see it's rough, please do not go in them. You will get the rogue swell that will come over and pull you out over the reef itself. So be very careful. Days like today, you would have no problem. Look at this East Coast and how perfect this is at the moment. Absolutely ideal for us to be over here enjoying this. As you will see, the moss is growing out here in the outer reef a lot darker. That's because that's always underwater. It's only the rare occasions of a supermoon that actual section will be up. This inside section is up quite often, but not nearly like the outside section here that you're seeing now. That's usually all covered. But what a spectacular sunrise. I'm not even going to take the camera off of this for a few more seconds, just for you to enjoy this. This is Good Morning in Barbados. This is actually being broadcasted live, so you're not seeing something that's delayed. You're enjoying this as I'm enjoying it. You're seeing the beauty unfold as I'm seeing it unfold. You're enjoying these spectacular rays, the promises of a new day as I am enjoying them. So absolutely beautiful conditions today. Stunning. I see my brother Malcolm on here. Malcolm, I know you used to wake up to this all the time. You used to work down this section, so I know you're familiar with these kind of sunrises and stuff. But right down here on the beach today, spectacular. Just below Joe's River, the mouth of Joe's River, those are those rocks there, known as the musical tunes. Some people call them the musical rocks or the musical tunes. A lot of us just call it Joe's River rocks, but that actually marks the mouth of Joe's River itself. You would know that many years ago there were quite a few more of those that were above the water level. A lot of them have toppled off now over the years because of the erosion. The weaker matter, the lower base of them has been eaten out and they drop off. The one in the center here, I don't know if you can make out the lower stump in the center there, that was around like 30 years ago, 20-30 years ago, when I remember Adventureland Tours with the yellow Jeeps had a graphic impression of their Jeep on top of the rock that was there, but that has toppled off since then. So any of you that had those pictures years ago, have a look back at them this morning when we finish here and see the difference between Joe's River then and what Joe's River is now. Stunning morning. Again, we're going to come back on this because I want to share this with you all. And not many of you may be here this morning. This is why I like low clouds. No, I don't like to block the sun, but I do like the chance of having the filtration that we can do what we're doing right now. This filtering of the sun is absolutely perfect. The golden rays around there in bands, unbelievable. Those rays that are going into the sky, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Those of you that are with us this morning, I know you're feeling this because I know all of you all can appreciate how beautiful this is. What I can do is give you, let's say, 20 seconds. Let's use this as a photo opportunity. I'm going to stay here for 20 seconds and let you enjoy this in absolute silence. The co-star is not, my co-star is not near me, so I can afford to do this here in silence now because she's not going to interfere with me. Here we go. Alright, I may have overextended our 20 seconds a little bit. Call me in a giving mood this morning. Alright, I'm going to go back over here now. I was teasing you this morning, by the way, when I took that swim. For those of you that were on earlier and saw me taking a swim, and also saw me coming up here and putting my arms around my love, of course. What a better way for me to start the day than to do it with a sunrise, and also to be having this amazing person here with me to enjoy the beauty that God has given me and the blessings that He's bestowed on me, and also the blessings He's bestowed on you all as well, because you're able to get up this morning and view all of this splendid scenery. Just beautiful. And what could even make this even more beautiful? I know that's hard to believe, but yes, look, as you can see now, it's even more beautiful. You don't need to turn around. It'd be nice if you did, but it's alright, no problem. So good morning to each and every one of you all. Thank you for joining us again this morning. We're going to do a little stroll in 𝐾𝐿 at the moment. We are on the eastern end of 𝐾𝐿, I would say southeastern end of 𝐾𝐿. We're going to walk up to the rocks a little bit to show you what there looks like. The last time we were here, we were unable to walk on any sand at all, but the tide is so low right now that we can walk in front of the rocks, in front of the stargazing wall further on, and enjoy a beautiful beach walk this morning. So hopefully when you come to Barbados, you too will grasp the opportunity to come over and have a look at this. Now remember, if you're coming here in December, January, February, March, the sun is going to be over there, so you're not going to get this same sunrise. It will be over in that section, so you need to pick your areas right if you are going to be doing a full sunrise, if that's what you want to see for sure. If you're down here around the summertime, well, of course it's right over here in the east as far as it will go, and it's starting to work its way back. If you remember earlier in the year, around June or so, when we were vlogging over here, we were having to get over for around 5:25 because the sun was coming up at that time. Sun is now coming up at 5:47, somewhere in that kind of time frame. So we had a chance to come over easy this morning, not start too early, but we surely wanted to bring you the beauty of Barbados and this just gorgeous sunrise this morning. I'm going to use my word. I can't remember if I used it today. This is what you had to call stunning. And I'm going to emphasize that with a couple of things on the end of it. Stunning, ding, ding, ding. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous morning. Alright, so normally when you're walking up here at this time without the sand, because sometimes sand is covering all these darker rocks that you can see here. The ones above, they're a lot whiter, they're bleached out, which means that there will be in the sun almost all of the year. But the ones lower down are covered by sand at certain sections of the year, and also by the water, so they'll be a different color, of course. Beautiful, beautiful terrain up here. I'm going to change out what we were doing a little bit. I'm going to walk this way and show you a little bit of this as we are strolling. I had said we were going to be working back in the other direction. We are actually going to come up in this direction here. I want to show you what this sunrise is going to look like through the rocks at George River itself. Our co-star is behind here taking photos on top of photos on top of photos. Yeah, she got some of me, because she said that if she didn't get some of me, she would not be getting the real spectacular view this morning. Of course, she took them earlier on, silhouetting me in the pool possibly. I'm not too sure. I just know they have to be beautiful because I'm in them. It doesn't matter what she had in the background or whether it's silhouette or not. It will be stunning because I am in it, of course. This is absolutely spectacular. It is a treat to be able to bring you out here on this reef this morning. We don't normally get this opportunity, and even when it's low tide normally like this, there's usually a bigger swell. So it's a golden opportunity to come around, show you what out here looks like. Stunning East Coast. Absolutely breathtaking. See, even a little sand is building out here. You're going to get sand that's going to build later in the year. It's going to cover a lot of these rock sections here. Right now, if you're walking up here, you have to be really, really careful on these boulders. Please be very careful, exercise caution. There is a path that's up in the grass that brings you back down into the boulders, so you can go through that. But remember, under the grass there are also some boulders as well. So please be cautious when you come out here. We don't want you to damage your ankles or hurt yourself in any form or fashion. This is beautiful. All right, so this is the entire Cattle Wash Beach that we're looking at now. The entire way down. It's beautiful. As you can see, the hills and stuff still looking in their dark greens and browns, etc. As the sun starts to come up, you're going to see everything start to transform. Hopefully we'll be able to take that in this morning with you to show you what this looks like. Remember, all we're doing is bringing to show you the beauty of Barbados. We have a lot of places planned to return to and go to that we haven't been to for a little while. They are on the schedule. We're just waiting for the right timing and right conditions, weather conditions, etc. I hope the signal is okay here because I am going behind some rocks, but I want to take you above and let you see what up here looks like. This is George River. Very rocky course, so this is why I was telling you about bringing beach shoes this morning for this and also for walking across the reef. But I just want to share with you this view, and let's call this a photo op number 2. Enjoy this here for a few seconds, folks. 20 seconds of peace and serenity and beauty beyond words. We will give you more of George River on another vlog, but right now our focus is to do Cattle Wash. But I did want to bring it up here and show you this view looking down through here. Absolutely beautiful. Our co-star down here, or my co-star, you all call her whatever you want. She is my co-star. Of course, if you want to call her Star Girl, you can call her Star Girl as well, but please do not call her Star because I am the star. You will only confuse everyone on here, as they know quite well and can recognize quite easily who the star is. I'm coming back in your direction, my love. We're going down this way again. No climbing too far. We're just doing, you're going to take some George River photos. Alright, so when you're coming through here, exercise caution. Remember, some of this moss can be slippery. Right now there's a lot of sand on it, so it's really not slippery at all. But please exercise caution when you're out here. If you're exploring Barbados, remember, bring the right footwear. Do not think you could just come down here and wear a pair of slippers, run across a reef like this here barefoot. There are some of us, like the surfologist, psychologist, who has a hard Beijing foot that can run on Maycock's Cliff and onto the beach without shoes on. Good morning to you, Ryan. I know you're probably in Brazil right now, dropping in on some massive barrels because I know you're on a surfing trip. Hope you're having an amazing time, my brother. Longing to hear the adventures when you come back. You're in my thought, in my prayers. Have a safe trip. Make sure that you pull some barrels for me, as we talked about before. Want to make sure that this one was for me. You can send a picture if anyone takes a picture of it. Let me know that was mine. Let me do my own virtual surfing as well. Stunning morning, beautiful Barbados. I know you all must be saying, boy, he very peaceful this morning though. He hasn't said anything negative yet. But guess who made the coffee this morning and guess who could not drink it? The same person that made it, and that is of course not me, could not drink her own coffee this morning. I don't know if she's setting me up because I realized I drank my cup and she only took a sip. So you know there might be something going on there that I'm not familiar with, but nothing seems to have kicked in at the moment. So we're going to continue with this beautiful walk down here along this reef section. We can take you on a little dip in one of these lovely little pools. Remember, they're very, very shallow, so you're gonna have to lie down if you really want to soak yourself. A lot of sand on the inside section on them at the moment. Many times a year, a lot of sand will be gone. It could be quite deeper, maybe around hip deeper, so not too much deeper than that really. Unless you want to go down to the Barbados pool, which is further down by box. That is a lot deeper. That's probably about chest deep. Sometimes in a year again, that can only be a matter of inches deep. Depends on how much sand has come in and whether the sand is cleared out as yet. But beautiful morning, absolutely stunning. You can see sargassum is a part of life. Along here, very light at the moment. This year, I will have to say, all of the fears being driven into us about this continent of sargassum bigger than Florida was coming down to impact the Caribbean and Florida. Well, I am hoping it has sunk because it has not got here as yet. And we really don't want that here either. We've had a very light year sargassum wise in comparison to the last year that we've had. You know, it comes in, you see it on the beach next to the gap, and it's gone. It's not continually replenishing itself as it has been the last 2 years. We haven't really had that. At this time last year, if you come out here, there would have been walls probably about 4 to 6 feet high in certain sections of sargassum. Very, very light at the moment. So that is a lovely sign for anyone that's vacation on the island at the moment. They're able to get the beautiful sand shots rather than sargassum east coast. Stunning today for sure. Good morning, how are you? Would you like to say anything to anyone this morning? Let me put you on camera, because you said to me, do not put you on camera because you are not in the mood. You didn't say anything this morning?
No.
How was your coffee?
Horrible.
And who made it?
You did.
Jeez. So you mean turning on the switches?
So you want me to talk?
Yeah, I want to talk. Yeah, good morning. How are you? You sure? So turning on?
Better if my coffee was good.
Oh, you're better if your coffee was good. All right, well, let's take the camera off for her right now, because she is supposed to be saying how amazing and lovely I am.
You want me to lie?
No, I don't want you to lie. Do you think I'm amazing? I don't want you to lie. You remember that. Hold on a minute. Let me get back this on your face. I'm amazing. Notice she doesn't want to lie, so she keeps quiet. Oh my gosh, I don't know which way that means. I don't know if that means that she doesn't want to let everybody know that I'm amazing and she doesn't want to lie, or she doesn't want to say that I'm not amazing because she doesn't want to lie. I don't know which way it is. I just confused myself. Hopefully you made sense out of that. I'm amazing, but my coffee sucks. Oh, that is so nice to hear. Beautiful. I see someone has been building some rocks or a little thing here around this, or making a line around here with some rocks that collected on the beach. This is just so beautiful. I can't take myself off of this today, off of this reef. Spectacular. Once again, if you do not know about finding the wave chart, the wave conditions or the tide conditions and stuff, just drop me a little message. I will send you the link, the one that I use anyhow. It's very effective. Told me winds were going to be light this morning, coming out of the southeast, which means that we can walk without the external microphone, either of them, whether it's the Bluetooth or the wired one. We're also able to tell this morning that the tide was this kind of low, and we'll be able to say the next few days will be, although the low tide is going to be a little bit later every morning, we should see low tides for almost this entire week because they're extreme low. So even although the tide will not be spot on the lowest, it will surely be very low like this here. We will hopefully be able to take advantage of a lot of these sections like this here for you over the next 2 days. Remember, we're broadcasting tomorrow on a live sunrise or daybreak, and then on Wednesday we'll be having an off day. If we see something though that needs to be shown, you know you will be seeing it for sure. And on Thursday, Q in the community. Friday again, daybreak. Saturday, docile Saturday. Nicole is not back with us as yet, but she will be very soon. She says she's missing you all and that she really would like to spend some time with you all. That's what she's saying, but I know that she doesn't want to talk to anyone. She just does not want to waste her time at all with any of you all. Nicole, you're on this morning, you can represent yourself. Anyhow, Nicole will be back with us very soon, so our historic docile Saturdays will be restarting in the very near future. Until then, we'll be doing our traditional docile Saturdays, which will be a walk on the beach. If any of you are interested in joining us, that would be, hold on a second, myself and my co-star. Just let us know on Friday or Saturday morning. We will, as we have been doing the last 2 weeks, putting up a notice of where we will be, somewhere around 4:30 time. That will give you enough time to get to the location if you are interested in joining us, because we give you enough heads up. You could drive anywhere, just get up in the morning, make yourself ready, so that when I put up the message, you know exactly where to go to. Alright, so we're getting back into this little pool here because we really can't get too deep. We could go down by the sandbar this morning. It looks quite smooth and stuff. Maybe we will. Yes, let's see. Should we walk down there? It looks a little bit rough on still. So let's give you all a waterborne 360. And we're doing this here with a lot of finesse and style. You all may not be able to see it, but just imagine if this is so spectacular, how amazing I am doing it. If you all want to do this, there's nothing stopping you all. You all could just time the low tide and come and enjoy one of these pools. Remember, if it is rough, please do not go in the pools, no matter how low the tide is. We don't want any problems. We don't want any unfortunate incidences. This East Coast has taken many lives. Just want to mention that. We don't want to be morbid, but we want to be honest. This East Coast looks like a swimming pool today. It looks perfect. It looks great to go and swim and stuff. Yes, some of us do scuba out here, some of us do snorkel in these conditions, but remember, we have lost experienced seamen out here as well. So, you know, just be extremely careful. Do not go and swim in the open areas. Swim where you see some locals, or don't swim at all would be the recommended thing to be ready. Take a little dip in one of these wading pools, but don't go into open water. Definitely don't do that. Don't skylark on the side of this reef out here. I know the temptation is there to run across there and go right out and maybe jump off and come back on the coral. Do not do that. I'd recommending you do not do that, because there are underwater caves and underwater tunnels, etc. out here. You don't want to have yourself in a situation of that. And also there's some big boys that run across the outside of this reef on occasions. You do not want to come face to face with one of them if you're out there. That's for sure. Alright, so to Rosemary and all the others that stay in this area, good morning to you all. As you can see, your home is just in the distance. A lot of work going on in some homes in the Catawbash area. Some, I think, too much work, too big, too much out of place, takes away from the look of down here, the authentic look of beach homes and stuff. However, people are building more and more in this section. You will see 3 houses down. I've stayed there many times. The upper and lower floor that has been taken right down to ground level and is now being built back up again. So this is the kind of walls that you will see. But normally, at this time of year, multiply this by 2 to 3, and all of the sand around here would be covered with sargassum. So that would be an indication to you of how much lighter it is. If you were here last year around this time, you would know what I'm talking about, or the last 2 years. I recall from 2015, some people say it started in 2013 and 14, but I recall the big year for sargassum starting in 2015, and we've had on and off years, but this seems to be the latest year so far, thank God. There is a reason for everything. I don't know the reason for sargassum really, but I do know there's a reason for everything. I don't believe in that only when things are going well. When things go wrong and seem to be absolutely horrible for us, there is a reason for it. It may be a learning lesson. It may be something else that you may never realize, but there's always a reason for everything. Don't just think everything is great and God loves me when things are good, and then when it goes bad, God doesn't love me and how could he do this to me? There's a reason for it. God is always good, even in the bad times. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Spectacular. Alright, we're going to take across this next piece of reef. We're going to go out and walk out on that a little bit. I'm just going to walk across here because it's something that we can do and something that you can't do too often. Yes, low tides will always show some reef down here in Catawbash, but can't see conditions like this of summer. A lot of people don't realize that summer, although we get some big hurricane swells and stuff, the lulls in between those systems are some of the calmest you will find the East Coast. You can find out here much smoother and much calmer than this on many occasions. But the low tides, well, this is a super moon time, so it's going to get even lower than it is now. Low tide, I think, is around, after 6 or almost 7 this morning. And you can see how low it is already when we first started, and that was at about 5:45. Beautiful. I'm looking at the ground watching where I'm walking because there are the occasional sea urchin here and there. So I want to make sure we don't step in any of those, but I want to bring you down here to the sandbar or sandbank, as it's known as. Another great surfing spot when the East Coast is very small. You'll find a lot of guys down here sometimes with a big north swell. You'll find some guys down here surfing as well. Remember, this area is not safe for swimming. They used to have a lifeguard hut on the beach. I know Ken Mears would know about that. He used to man that one often. That's our Barbados lifeguard, they like to call him, our EMC lifeguard. He would remember that very well. It got washed away by a hurricane swell that came through here and wiped it out, and they never replaced it. I think that's probably because they don't want to advocate out here as a safe swimming zone. Usually when you see a lifeguard hut, everyone goes and swims. I guess that's one of the reasons. So be wary, no lifeguard huts out here. You're on your own. So please use your sense. Don't leave them at home when you're traveling. Don't come down here and jump in oceans such as this. It's so beautiful. Lovely today though. Really, really lovely. I'll show you how far out we are so you'll get an understanding of what this place is like. I'm going to give you another circle of love because I see my love over the distance and I'm going to include her for sure. Here we go. I know this morning is full of quiet sessions, but it is so beautiful. I want to share it with you. I also want to show you these areas here that you have to be very careful for. Like this here, for example, you see this is one of the channels that we were talking about a little while ago. You could be sitting or standing in this general area, a big swell rush in, pull you into that and pull you out. So be very, very careful when you're along this reef. You know, right now, as I said, it is termed as relatively safe, I would say, to walk out here. But be wary, especially if these swells are a little bit bigger. Don't get enticed by this lovely reef and come out here and take a chance, all right? Please, I'm asking just to be cognizant of what is around you and be wary of your safety. It is stunning out here this morning, really beautiful. All right, you had a beautiful view of the landscape and stuff. I'm sure the signal out here is excellent because we are picking up off of the cell tower, which is located in Barclays Park. I can actually see it from here, so I'm sure that we're getting a great clarity on what we're viewing. So we're going to take you a little further on here, just that you'll enjoy a little more of the East Coast. Remember, we take this in different sections. We don't do a whole set of East Coast at one time. This actual beach to Barclays Park is about another 2 to 3 vlogs. And then beyond Barclays Park, there are a couple more as well. The terrain changes completely as you're going along this beach area. If you've walked there before, you would know what I'm talking about, especially after you get into the area where there are no homes and stuff. Absolutely beautiful, and nature is still down there to be seen fully. Beautiful. So you would remember, if you've been here before, this house, how it used to be. Look at what is happening now. Completely different. Very interested in seeing where it goes. Hopefully that is the full height there now and doesn't go much further up. They could probably put another floor and still be under tree line, but hopefully that is it. So multiple places here, because you can see the galleries that you see, all one big gallery. Looks as though they're going to be a lot of smaller apartments rather than just a top floor and a bottom floor now. So that's going to be interesting to see where that goes for sure. Again, you can see the sargassum getting covered by the sand here. This width of this beach you're seeing now is how it used to be in the days gone by, when at high tide and rough surf, that's where the sea would have come up to. And then you had a massive beach above, but as you can see quite clearly, where the high water mark is, that is where the sargassum would be. So, or I would say pretty close to up there anyhow, especially with the swell that's coming in. So right now we're being able to see what 𝐶𝐿 used to look like. Probably even a little bigger than this here. Sandbar, everyone used to come, or sandbank, everyone used to come on here and enjoy just wading in the sea and stuff. This was known as a safe zone. You'll find a lot of Bajans, especially in August, July, August, September, when there's the summer vacation. You'll find a lot down here swimming in the pools, and also a few of them swimming in this area as well on camera days. I'm going to go here and give you a 360 out here in the water. It looks it's going to be very low, so I'm going to have to sort of like bend down to give you that effect. But I do want to carry you out here and tease you a little bit more. Are you going to join me out here to see a little bit? No? Okay, she's not going to join me. All right, no problem. I'm going to go here by myself. feel guilty. It's beautiful. So we're just in about ankle, going to shin deep of water. You can see there's sand out there again, just beyond where we are. So you're sort of like in a little trough here. You can see the current running along the coast there. So this gives you a general idea of how the sea can be and how you can get pulled around. I'm actually on the sandbar now. I'm now in just ankle deep of water. I'll show you how shallow it is here. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. Check how shallow this is. So for you to get in the sea, to get a swim, you've got to go out there where you do not want to be. All right, you don't want to go out there. You want to swim in the inside trough area, or dipping inside trough area at the moment. But it's actually walking on dry sand right now, or generally dry sand in this area. Beautiful, absolutely stunning conditions. Just starting back up the gimbal. We had a little cut off just now because I was trying to force it to go where it didn't want to go, so we're back up again hopefully. Here we go. And check this out, look, just to give you an indication how shallow it is. Don't walk to me, I have to show them how shallow it is. There you go. So you can see the inside trough here that you can sometimes wade in and stuff. That is only about knee deep there. But then we have this sand bar here, and that's what is known as a sandbar. A lot of sand bills in this area. If you are a surfer, you would know how challenging out here can be. Continuous paddling. If you've been out here in perfect conditions with either a southeast swell or a north swell, you would know the ultimate surf you can get out here. The barrels, the hollowness, and the thrills that the sandbar proves to be great there. Rosemary, I see you're on. So I know right now you're feeling this here, because I know you and Patrick are always down here. I know this is exactly how you love to see it. So put yourself where your vision is right now and feel all of your sensations that you would. Just trap and focus your memories on the past times you've been here, which is every year at this time. This is your beach. Enjoy it. It's beautiful today. All right, so we can give you one more circle of love from the sandbar itself, and then we're going to do our sign off. We just wanted to see the beauty of Barbados this morning with us. We want to start off this week with the freshness of a sunrise. The weather has cooperated, the tides have been perfect, and now we're just going to let you enjoy this for yourself. Take this all in. You can always come back and look at it again. I know for sure that my adorable co-star is out here taking a lot of photos, so we'll share them bit by bit with you. We're not going to flood with photos, we just give you bit by bit so you can also enjoy it. But please, if you're on the island, do not miss the next couple of low tides over the next few days. Come over here and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful location and atmosphere. If I say beautiful, beautiful, I have to put both of us in it. If I said beautiful, I can put myself in it. But beautiful, beautiful would mean both of us. How beautiful you are. So from Jeanette, my co-host, your star girl, or whatever you all choose to call her, I'm frustrated right now with all the different names that I'm saying. We bid you all a farewell. Enjoy this here. We come back with you in a minute. Breathe it in. Capture this. Just a couple of points that are running through my mind right now. So, I like to talk about things that are on my mind or in my heart or whatever. Just remember that I don't know if you're like me, but I don't want to walk away from a discussion, a heated discussion or debate, even if I know I'm right or whether I think I brought home my point or not. I don't want to walk away saying, sorry, thought that person that way. There's no sense in that whatsoever. Remember, misery loves company. Misery will pull you away all the time. Remember how many times you woke up in the morning and said, this is going to be a beautiful day, and then someone walked the path in front of you, crossed you off, and made your day into something you did not expect. Remember, you made your day into that, not the person that crossed you. If you let them get involved in your serenity, you let them steal your peace, it's your fault. Remember, you let them, you let them, you let them. So try to strive today to be positive. Do not let negativity take over yourself. If you're feeling as though you're lost, there are many friends on here that you can reach out to. That's what the EMC is. Reach out, tell them you're having difficulty, talk it to them. Sometimes just hearing yourself saying what you have to say and revealing it to someone else gives you the cure that you need, gives you the serenity, because you throw away the negatives, get rid of them one time. Have a great day from my co-star, who is amazing, who I'm going to spend some time here with for sure before we go. Of course, from the star himself, of course, everybody sees me and says, obviously the star. And then from beautiful, beautiful Barbados, we bid you all farewell. We hope you've enjoyed our sunrise this morning. Remember, if you came on here and you could not comment, or if you see this on YouTube, remember we broadcast live on Facebook. If you want to comment and interact with all your friends who are EMC family, please come on, join us, but you have to send a friend request to me to ensure that you can do that every day. If your friend is on, you will be able to say a comment because you're a friend of a friend, and that's also permitted. However, if they are not on that said morning and you have an important message or you need to reach out on that said morning, you would not be able to do it in a vlog. So please send a friend request so that you have the freedom of communicating with everyone as we're broadcasting, and share your experience, your joy. Bring your spirit, bring your love, bring your kindness to us, because the more of that we can encourage in the world, the more of that we can get to join us every morning, the better this world will be. Have a great day, and again, greetings from 𝐾𝐿 on the east coast of Barbados. And this is the beautiful scenery that you could be enjoying now or when you come next time. Catch you all later.